Guys, in 78, Kawasaki only produced 600 of these. They shipped, I think, 300 to the States, if I'm not mistaken. And then 79, they went full production, but there wasn't that many of these made anyways. Most of them got ridden into the ground by young racers. So this is from the Tisco Racing Collection, one of Roy Thacker's personal bikes. And you can see it's been totally restored from the frame up, and it's in spectacular condition. Really rare piece. Come on inside, I'll tell you all about it. Guys, feast your eyes on the class of 1979, super rare Kawasaki KX125. This one's an absolute diamond. It's got the original gold anodizing on the wheels, the swing arm, and check out these are the original 1979 fork boots and fork protectors, which are total complete unobtainium. I've never seen a set survive like these did. This was part of the Roy Thacker collection out of Dallas, Texas. 100+ bikes. We bought 93 of them from the collection, and he also had a 78, which was the first year of this style bike. This is the second year. The first year they only made 600 of them. 78 for 78. The 79 was also a low production. I don't know the exact stats, but you very rarely see these, and most of them didn't survive because most of them were raced. This one has lived a sheltered life in Roy's private collection, and quite a bit of work's been done to the bike since we got it. The engine was rebuilt by Roy's engine builder. The engine sent a borescope inside of it, did a compression test. Also, everything looked great. It's got 170 PSI and it runs like a raped ape. So the engine is tight as a tiger. When Roy built his race bikes, he'd do crank up rebuilds on them. This one's got a few motos on it, but it's low hours and super tight. Airbox is in mint shape, new air filter, carbs completely rebuilt. The tank, that's the original fuel tank on this bike. That was restored by us. That's a lot of time to restore a tank like this. It's a full 8-hour labor job to do the sanding from 400 grit out to 2000 grit and then 2 levels of polish to make it look like new. The pelcock, it was rebuilt. The fuel lines, brand new fuel filter, new fuel drain lines. The engine, as we said, the piston rings, everything's tight as a tiger, 170 PSI. We repainted the cylinder head, repainted the engine cases, has the original protector on the countershaft sprocket, which is rare. Usually the chains would come off and take that apart on a race bike. Original shifters mint, original pegs are mint on the bike. Coming around this side of the bike, the original factory Kawasaki exhaust system is in pristine condition. You'd be real hard pressed to find another 79 of any brand, especially a Cowie with an original pipe this nice. The engine cases are in mint shape. Original brake levers in mint shape. The original pegs are mint. Frame rails are pristine. I'll show you those in a second. The frame was not, if you look, this is the original disclaimer of warranty. This is a race bike. You can zoom in there. That's not a repop. That's the original factory decal on here. Those are usually long gone and power washed off in the first season. The original DID sticker is on the hub right here. That's in mint condition. Another hallmark of a survivor. The original wheel is in outstanding condition. Has an original DID Japan emblem on here. Just a beautiful piece. The date code on here, the DOT date code, November of 1978, 1178, proven this is the original factory wheel. It's shod with a brand new Dunlop tire. Still got the hairy nubs on it. We just put this tire on and the tube. The fork lowers were professionally polished. The fork protectors were professionally cleaned. The hub was repainted. The wheel bearings were repacked. The front brake had been redone by Roy, so the pads were still like new. They were cleaned and sanded, and the drum was clean. The brake cable is new. The brake lever and perch is new. On the left side here, you can see the brake system has been gone through and repainted, restored. The original magnesium cover is in mint shape. Everything is in as you'd expect it to be on a low-hour original. You can see the factory original. Those aren't repops. Those are the original factory stickers on the frame. We did blend and paint from here down and the frame lower and the frame rails over here. There was a previous repair done right here. There was a crack in the frame that was welded by Roy's team or one of his contractors. Original pegs are mint. These are the original shocks. They were restored cosmetically, but they weren't rebuilt. They're just repainted. Original alloy swing arm with the gold coating on it. Brand new gold chain, brand new rear sprocket, brand new front sprocket, brand new Dunlop tire, January 79 date, or the 78 date code to match the front rim. Nice aluminum silencer. We just put the brand new seat cover on it. Brand new. Thank you to Nightmare Racing for making these spectacular looking fenders from Nightmare Racing. They're expensive, but worth it. Rear fender, side number plates. My honey Christy Steiger Designs redid the graphics for us on this. I repopped the KX125 graphic and the side number plate, all new hardware. This logo right here, the A got messed up when we installed it, so she's printing a new set. We'll have a new set. That'll be the third set on it since we got it, and we haven't written it, so it came with a set. It wasn't perfect, so but this one is not perfect. We're going to do it again. Roy had already put new bars on it. We did add a new Kawasaki period correct black and white crossbar pad. The grips are brand new ODI grips, new clutch perch and lever. The 78 that we sold, that bike ran but needed a total rebuild, crank up engine rebuild, and new top end. It looked decent like this, but needed a full engine rebuild. We auctioned that one off. That one sold for $6,500 because of the rarity of these bikes and the fact that it was clean and all there. You just don't find them like this. And most guys who are going to race will rebuild the engine anyways, like Roy had done. This one's done. Engine's all done. 170 psi compression. Cosmetically, we've gone through it. That's the good news. The bad news is the work order here. I've got a Wizard went through this thing top to bottom. He did the Wizard still works here part time. You might have known he retired, but he blesses us with his presence for 2 days a week in between his rippers, strippers, and beers, if you know what I mean. But the compression test, 170 psi. He changed the gear lube, removed and replaced the throttle housing, cleaned and repainted it, installed the new ODI grips, did the chains and sprockets, air filter. It's one. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but there's 1, 2, 3 pages of the work order, a complete page full and a half of parts. And then I've got the detail sheet that John Lee had done on it, where he's got another 2 pages. So there's 6 pages of work order, and the total service ticket came to 65 hours of shop labor plus $850 in parts. Shop labor is built out at $150 an hour, so that's $97.50 plus $850 in parts. It came to $10,600. So can't give it away, guys, but it'll be priced reasonably. We did purchase this from Roy and ship it from Dallas, which wasn't cheap. So it's going to be an expensive 125, but it's a super rare one, and it's been fully vetted and gone through, and it's got a ton of new parts on it. That $850 for parts doesn't include the engine rebuild, the race built engine that Roy had done. So yeah, it's a super rare classic twin shock Cowie with a lot of original cycle parts like the rims, the pipe, the pegs. All the original cycle parts are in good order, indicating it's a low hour original that was given a restoration. We'll take a look at the frame rails too. Nightmare Racing supplied the front fender and the front number plate also. They are the go-to guys for Kawasaki, early Kawasaki classics. Take a look at these frame rails, guys. This one here it doesn't have a single ding in it, nor does the back one. There's let me get a closer look. There's a small ding right here and one right here, but there's no rust, no dings here. This, like I said, these 2 are straight. The down tube looks good. There was that one crack that Roy had welded on the frame, and it's ready to race or ready to show. So no excuses, nothing to hide on this one. It's all there. If you have any questions about it, give us a call. 860-454-7024. This is a classic 2-stroke Ripper, 6-speed, 125, 2-stroke. This thing's haul of mail. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.